Hey boys and girls, this is Miss Melissa, and I'm here at a special time of day. It's nighttime. Look in the window behind me. You can't barely even see anything. It keeps getting darker and darker as I'm recording. And the reason why I'm here at night recording this video is because our story is set at night, and I thought it'd be really cool to read you the story at night. Now, our story is found in John 3, and remember our unit verse found in John 3:16. These two things might have something to do with each other. And our story is called Jesus and Nicodemus. And we have Jesus here and Nicodemus, and they're sitting down together at night and talking. So let's hear that story. One night, Jesus was in the city of Jerusalem. A man named Nicodemus came to visit Jesus. Nicodemus was a religious man. He was what we call a Pharisee, which means he studied God's law, tried really hard to follow it, and taught other people about God's law so that they could follow it too. Nicodemus had heard about Jesus and all the miracles he'd been doing, and he wanted to know more. "Teacher," Nicodemus said, "we know that you are a teacher sent to us from God. No one could do miracles unless God was with him, like you can do miracles." And Nicodemus was right. Jesus was a good teacher. Jesus came to earth from heaven, and God was with him. Jesus decided to teach Nicodemus an important lesson. Jesus said, "A person cannot see the kingdom of heaven unless he is born again." Now, Nicodemus was confused. He thought a person could go to heaven if he was good and obeyed all those laws and rules and followed them perfectly. Jesus' words did not make sense to his brain. "How can anyone be born again when he is old like me?" Nicodemus asked. Nicodemus knew that babies are small when they are born. How can a grown man be born again? Jesus told Nicodemus that when a baby is born, the baby gets life from his parents. But that kind of life doesn't last forever, guys. Jesus said people can get an even better kind of life from God. The kind of life that means that people and God can live together forever in heaven. Nicodemus still didn't understand. "How is it possible to get life from God?" Nicodemus asked. Jesus said, "When I tell you about the things we have seen on earth, you do not believe me. Will you believe me when I tell you the things I have seen in heaven?" Then Jesus reminded Nicodemus that the time when God's people disobeyed and got sick. God's people were healed when they looked at a bronze snake on a pole. Maybe some of y'all remember that story. It's been a little while. Jesus said that he would be raised up like that snake and that people would be healed from their sin and have eternal life by believing in him. Jesus told Nicodemus about God's great plan. Jesus said, "God loved the world in this way. He gave his one and only Son so that everyone who believes in him will not perish but have eternal life." Jesus was talking about himself. He is God's one and only Son. Our Christ connection is that Nicodemus wanted life with God, but he could not do anything to earn it. Eternal life is a gift from God. God showed his love by sending his one and only Son to rescue people from sin, and everyone who believes in him receives God's gift of eternal life through Jesus. All right, boys and girls, I hope you have a wonderful week. And remember, keep praying for that family that you have decided that you're going to pray for. And I want you guys as a family to have a contest this week. Who can say the unit verse the best? Maybe some of you can have your parents email me and tell me how your contest went. All right, I hope you have a wonderful week and good night.